I am Mike. I'm one of the pastors here at Shepherd of the Hills, and we got a special treat today. We don't just have President's Chat, we have President and Vice President's Chat. I am very excited, so I'm going to let these guys introduce themselves and just take it away.
Yeah, I'm Landy Hansen, Church Council President.
And I'm Chris Rudolph, the Council Vice President.
And today we kind of wanted to bring something a little bit different. We kind of sometimes fail to mention our benevolence that we work hard on with the church, and our dollars go into work. And just recently had a couple things come up. One of our church members was sent to a job with his job, and he showed up, and it just happened to be the Serenity Inn. And he was impressed to see that they were doing an expansion and expanding their facility so that they can get more people in and get help that they need for some of the addictions that they face. And so he was impressed to see what was all going on. And then Chris, you had an experience just recently too.
Yes, I did. I was with the 8 Days of Hope National Organization down in Amory, Mississippi.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay. 8 Days of Hope is a Christian-based nonprofit organization that exists to love and serve those in need after natural and human disasters. They serve as the hands and feet of Christ, providing light in the face of darkness and restoration in the face of destruction. They are a national organization that responds to disasters across the country, helping to rebuild homes, communities, and most importantly, to rebuild lives. They've got 4 areas of ministry. They have a rapid response division, a rebuild division, a mass feeding division, and a recently formed safe house area of ministry that provides homes for survivors of human trafficking. My experience in March was with the rebuild division in Amory, Mississippi, which is in the northeast corner of Mississippi, in case you were wondering or didn't have an atlas next to you. In Amory, last year an F3 tornado struck the community and provided a lot of damage, and when we were down there in March, a lot of the homes had still not been touched because they ran out of FEMA money for supporting a lot of the rebuild. So 8 Days of Hope was down there providing resources to help rebuild and restore the community. During the 8 days that they were in that community, they had over 1,700 volunteers that were on site during the week helping to rebuild the area. With 8 Days of Hope, all meals are provided while you're there, and you get 2 of these really cool shirts to wear while you're there, which helps to identify you in the community. Also, as part of the structure of 8 Days of Hope, they have a worship and a devotion time when you're not on site at a job. You have this devotion time and worship time in the morning and then in the evening. So what do you need in order to participate? Very simply, you need a servant heart and the willingness to work in the community. No really actual skills are required, since there's numerous tasks that you can do, and they will help match you to what your abilities are. Question is, obviously, why do we serve? The picture that you will see is of a gentleman named Dennis and his grandson named Brantley. During one of the evenings, Dennis played the guitar on stage, and Brantley, who was only 8 years old, sang all the verses to Amazing Grace in front of about 1,000+ volunteers. Now, if that wasn't cool enough, what made this so special was that in the tornado, Brantley lost his dad and his 18-month-old sister in the storm. And they're singing Amazing Grace to us. That's pretty incredible. So why do you serve? To quote the 8 Days of Hope director, we can do a lot of good things, but good things only last so long. But good things done in the name of Christ last forever. And that's why we serve. Back to you, Landy.
Yeah, no, this is just a couple great examples of our benevolence, our money that we share with community organizations and the great things that are done and accomplished with that. So couldn't be a better story.
That's great. So, yeah. Yeah.
One last thing I wanted to mention is we also need to mark our calendars for June 30th. It's going to be our church picnic at the 10:30 service,
After the 10:30 service.
right after the 10:30.
You don't get the brats until the sermon's over.
Which brings me to the point that we do provide the brats and the burgers, and we count on the rest of the congregation to bring side dishes, desserts, and all the goodies to come along with it, along with your appetite.
Yeah, it's going to be great. So we'll have normal worship on that day, 8:30 and 10:30, and then we'll do lunch afterwards. It'll be awesome. So I want to thank you guys. I want to thank you guys for sharing about
Thank you.
some of the different stuff that we do. We really do seek to be a place in the community, whether it's working down at the Falls Food Pantry or 8 Days of Hope or Serenity Inn. We just try to share the love of Christ. And I want to thank you all for watching and participating and being part of that. And thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Amazing grace, how sweet that sound, and say a wretch like me, I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind.